time है, it's time to listen to them.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum. I am representing table 2 and our topic was Fitra, and it's about the natural state of the mankind, the way God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created us. So what we had gone through after deliberation, that there are certain things which we had ignored and which are very important that we should be keeping them in mind. First of all, that Islam doesn't want us to lead a luxurious life. Islam is against luxury. We should keep this in mind. Islam basically talks about simplicity and necessity. When we say this, that Islam is against luxury, it means that anything that is beyond our need, beyond our basic sustenance of life is un-Islamic. How? I'll prove it in the next few paras. The recorded history of humankind is of 6,000 years. In 5,600 years, there were like balance in the nature. There were social harmony between the different species which exist in the world. But in last 4 centuries, since the Industrial Revolution, which started in 16th century in Europe, because of the scientific advances by UK, by France, by Germany, it has disrupted the pattern of the nature. We started to explore the fossil fuels. We needed fuel to run the industries. That's how it started. The fossil fuel disruption led to the emission of gases of carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, nitrous oxide, which led to the disruption of the ozone layer. Likewise, ozone depletion caused greenhouse effect. Greenhouse effect is the effect that leads to the holding of the heat inside the Earth's atmosphere, and it causes the glaciers disruption. It also causes the rise in the temperatures. Like there had never been such high temperatures in certain cities, which the way they are nowadays. Likewise, artificial fertilizers are being used today. Earlier, there used to be natural manures, which used to be used for the crops. But now we do have chemicals and artificial fertilizers, which lead to the artificial vegetables and fruits, which lead to different diseases in us when we consume these fruits and vegetables. So, in that way, we are actually disrupting the soil, disrupting the natural bacteria that exist in the soil, and us who are consuming the food. Likewise, we have recently gone through a phase of COVID. COVID, though two people claim that it's a genetically manufactured bacteria in the lab, it isn't, because I'm a doctor. So as far as I think and believe that it wasn't manufactured in the lab, but it was mutated. It was because flu viruses are easily mutated. Every 10 years, like there was SARS virus earlier in 2006 and 7, and MRSA in 2011 around. So they keep mutating, especially the flu viruses. So when the mutation happens, why it happens? Because of the radiations that is our mobile phones are being used, they do have radiations. Likewise, atomic energy, different forms of energy, they will go for the X-rays. It's a very high energy of radiation, which can actually disrupt our chemicals and cause cancers and mutations. Likewise, when we are living the way we used to have a toilets, we never used to have toilets in the human societies. But now, the kind of toilets we have, the kind of amount of water we use in toilets, as you were saying and teaching us. We used to have very simple foods. Now we have preservatives containing foods. We used to like in Karachi, like there are streets which are only probably cater 1 crore population with bikes probably. Now we have 3 crore population, and many of us have cars, and the big cars. Then our streets can afford big cars, but we are using it. Even if car is needed, we can have a small car. but out of luxury and to show off.
Yeah.
Likewise, exercise. When we do exercise, so why we do exercise? To keep us fit, to keep ourselves fit, and also to for endurance, for strength. But we are doing gym. Why? To have six-pack, to have a good aesthetic build, just to show off. So what we are doing now is going for the luxury only, not necessity, and that's not nature. There are only few aspects which I highlighted. The most important of it is the industrialization, which had changed the course of history. And if this industrialization progress continues, so it will be a matter of few centuries that the earth will be devastated. Because earth has sustained for 5,000 centuries without the industrialization. But with industrialization, it may not be able to sustain even 1,000 centuries.
Thank you. MashaAllah.